Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. And I'm going to be talking about my ideas for a potential rework for Loki and why I feel he needs one. I didn't watch too much gameplay of the alpha, and I sadly didn't get into it. And I knew going into the beta that I wanted to play Spider-Man and Loki. And the reason I sunk so much more time into Spider-Man than Loki is because Loki didn't end up feeling like a trickster that I felt like he was being advertised as. In the trailers, he appeared to like use the clones to swap between them, confusing the enemy and going invisible. And nobody was really knowing which one was real or fake. They were just kind of beating on the clone. But once I was playing it, it kind of felt like everybody knew like which one I was the real me and which wasn't. Even when I'm not moving around, even when I'm putting clones beforehand, like before anyone sees them, it's still just kind of they immediately go for the real one. And I was wondering why that was. I got about 2 hours of playtime in on him, and that's how I kind of felt after it. And that's when I started shifting into playing Spider-Man more. And then once I started playing Spider-Man, it became very apparent to me why it feels like everybody knows which one's the real one. That's because they do. Like the first issue with him is the clones you place down only shoot whenever you actually shoot. They never automatically shoot. Like even when you're invisible, they don't shoot. And when you have two people sitting in front of your teammates that were shooting, and then just all of a sudden they just stop. They're still staying your team. Your teammates still in heal. The enemy knows it. It's very obvious these two would be the clones in this situation. It's like I'll literally be shooting, healing my teammates, and then I go invis for a second, and now they've just stopped shooting them. Like it's so obvious that those two are fake. It's fairly self-explanatory, but Loki has the reload animation. Clones don't reload ever when you do it. So if you ever see a Loki reloading, that's how you can tell that it's him. The next issue I have with Loki is that the clones are always full health. Like no matter how much health you have when you place them, they drop at full health. And like, it makes it so obvious because the health just goes from 0 to like 250 really quickly. So like say they're shooting at me, they're coming after me, go invis. That guy's got 250 health, as you can see on the side of the screen. The next issue I have with him is that like Spider-Man or Black Panther, if they mark a Loki, when he switches clones, the tracer that the Black Panther or Spider-Man has put onto you doesn't get removed. So like it stays on the real Loki. Like it doesn't feel good at all from either person's perspective. Like Loki, when you swap, and then you're just Spider-Man's just instantly on top of you again. And when you're playing Spidey, it doesn't feel rewarding at all. Like you just put a tracer on him, and then as soon as he TPs away, you click a button and you just shoot across the map right to him. Like sometimes I'll literally just put a tracer on him, see that he's low, and as soon as he swaps, I'll just hit the button to pull myself to him, and then set the mouse and keyboard down, grab a drink of water, because I know I guaranteed the kill. It just doesn't feel good from either person's perspective. Like Black Panther, it's not the same really the same issue. It's just I wish he was able to actually trick people still. And then another kind of weird interaction is that when you're playing Doctor Strange and there's Lokis up, you can shoot each Loki, and only the real one is actually going to give you any charge for your ability. So I'll show you what I mean by that. If you don't know what Doctor Strange has, like when he shoots people, see that meter is gonna be right here. See that meter? It fills up, and when it gets full, or the closer it is to full, the more damage you do. See, like it does a pretty good amount of damage. Only when you hit the actual real life Loki does that bar go up. So you can just go, oh, I wonder which of these bots is the Loki. Oh, it went up. It's that one. So after going through all of that, I'll go ahead and give you guys my suggestions for a Loki rework. The first thing would be that his clones really should keep shooting the nearest ally at the bare minimum when you go invis like this. Like they should keep shooting the nearest ally. Like and maybe even the nearest enemy. Though that could cause too many issues, like then I think it'd be worth doing. I think that's just another idea that I've heard people say. I personally don't like that one very much though. Uh, when you're invis, if they're shooting, your ammo meter should keep going down. The next suggestion, really simple. They need a reload animation. It's really odd that they don't have a reload animation. It's just a dead giveaway that you're the real Loki when you see the reload. My next suggestion would be that the clones spawn at the same health that Loki has. It'll make it a lot better for tricking people. Like when I'm low health and I swap with my clone and that clone stays 50 health, and the two, if they did the shooting one, he'd still be shooting, you know, like as long as I was near allies, he'd still be shooting towards them. It would be a pretty big nerf to Loki if they did this change, just because like the clones are gonna be super low health. Like, so a way for you to like maybe give him a one-time heal, like maybe you shoot the clone if you did like place one at low health, and it would just slowly heal them up. And like if they get shot once, it's interrupted. You know, and it would just be a one-time thing when you if after you first make them. Just in case, like say you're invis and you want to put a clone down before you set up, and you were healing because your invis is how you heal as Loki. Like, I mean, maybe that could be pretty good, but that's just my thoughts on that. My fourth suggestion would be that when he swaps with his clone, just leave the tracer on whatever clone he makes. You know, so if I have a Spider-Man tracer on me and I go like this tracer is gonna stay on that clone as opposed to coming with me. And like I get it's a tracer, but it's mainly it's really just used to combo. It's not really anything too crazy. Like it doesn't need to stay on him when he swaps with the clone. My fifth suggestion would be that Doctor Strange should fill his dark magic meter off of Loki. It could be a little annoying if your Loki is bad and like places it right next to him so you can just kind of farm him up, you know? But it's not like it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be too oppressive just because like the ability it's only close range and it takes 8 seconds to fully kind of refill, you know? And then just a couple more things that are more quality of life thing, not as much a rework, is I'd like to see the damage on his backstab ability be a little bit better. Like it's because I'll show you how much it is right now. Even if you were to somehow get all three or all two clones behind the same person and you backstabbed, that's how much it's gonna take 3 full swipes on a 300 health target to kill them, and they're probably just gonna turn around after the first one. And there's one final quality of life thing that I would say, and that is when it comes to Hulk, if I clone a Hulk as Loki, it does not need to start me out as Bruce Banner. So that's over 3 seconds that get wasted in your regular Hulk mode. If you like just fix it and take 3 seconds off the cooldown, you know what I mean? Like it's really odd. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other ideas for a Loki rework, please let me know.